Hey, welcome to a quick presentation from the HONEYBUN Foundation. We just wanted to share a little story about how Devaughn touched so many people's lives from all age ranges, and anyone who he came in contact with, he left an impact on their life, and he's still doing that to this day. And so sit back, enjoy the presentation, and you can check us out at HONEYBUNFoundation.org.
Dear Devaughn, your senior year at Austin High School, I did a long-term teaching assignment in an art class and had the privilege of sharing class time with you and Devaughn. Although time has passed, you may recall some of the memories I now share. I had the privilege of sharing class time with you and Devaughn. I also had the joy of watching both of you play football for the Austin Bulldogs. That was such a fun year. I'm writing this letter to share something personal, profound, and unexpected. I am now the in-school suspension monitor at Quail Valley Middle School. Most of my students are considered at risk. In my current role, I now have the privilege of sharing what I call consequence class time with the students. To help students become better at making good choices, I knew I had to have a way to create a personal connection. I would often wonder how to get 12 to 15-year-olds to listen to what I was trying to relate to them. I believe that young people have to first want to make good choices in order to make internal changes. So I just started talking and telling some of my life stories. In my stories, I covered many subjects: my kids, family, jobs, hobbies, famous people, animals, and school. You name it, I have talked about it. The story that seems to have touched students' hearts and has taken a life of its own is the Honeybun Story. I start off giving everyone a honey bun and then tell my story. We're essentially breaking bread. This is the Honeybun Story I share. It was fall, the beginning of the school year, when all students and adults are anxious about the new year. I accepted a long-term substitute teaching position at Austin High School for an art class. Our first project was drawing the school's mascot, a bulldog. As happy as the class was, there was a noticeable spirit and excitement in the classroom for the new football season. This is where I met a young man who changed my life forever, Devaughn Darling. Devaughn was a twin. Both he and his twin brother, Devaughn, were so good-looking, intelligent, athletic, awesome, polite, and respectful young adults. I often told them, I bet your mama is so proud of both of you intelligent, good-looking, polite, athletic, and respectful young men. They would proudly smile with me. In those days, because of the heat scare, the football team would practice in the morning before school when it was cooler. So second period, every day during football season, this awesome, respectful young man, Devaughn, would come to art class eating a sweet roll called a honey bun. I would repeat myself about the class rules. No eating in class while pointing to the trash can. I can still see his beautiful smile to this day, with arms spread wide open. It's only a honey bun. I'm hungry. I just finished football practice, he would say. Being the awesome, respectful student he was, he would quickly comply with a smile and throw the uneaten portion of the honey bun away. Although Devaughn was one of the best football players in the country and loved by all, he never gave me any trouble or resistance to the rules. That spring, not to anyone's surprise, both brothers received football scholarships to a top university, Florida State. Then, during a college off-season practice, I learned that the unthinkable happened. Devaughn suddenly died at practice from overexhaustion and dehydration. We later found out that both twins carry the sickle cell trait, which, coupled with physical rigor and lack of hydration, could be fatal. I tell my students, who would ever think a young man in excellent physical condition, who made good choices, did the right thing, was polite and respectful, would die at age 19? I am always encouraging young people to make each day count, do their best, make good choices, so that they'll make their mamas proud. My story continues when I tell students that you, Devaughn, transferred to a university in Washington, went on to finish your college career, and played 7 years with the NFL. I tell them you also have a foundation where you give out scholarships in Devaughn's name every year to deserving students. Even though Devaughn did not agree with my rigid rules, he complied respectfully and with a smile. He made a good and right choice to follow a silly rule. The kind of choice that at one time or another we will all be faced with. So do I think making him throw away that honey bun changed his life? No, I don't. But I know this for sure. It changed mine. So to me, it's not only a honey bun. It represents a young man's life, which has led me to encouraging other young lives to make good choices. Sincerely, Deanne Castle McGee.